Do you mind if I just pull up the passage? Because there's one part of it I want to ask you about, which you haven't addressed, which is just how different the Nephilim are. I mean, they're substantively different. They're genetically different from people. And I think this is the most evocative, or the most interesting, the weirdest. I think this is NIV, whatever. It's a version of the Old Testament. When human beings began to increase in number in the earth and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw that the daughters of humans were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. Then the Lord said, my spirit will not contend with humans forever, for they are mortal, and their days will be 120 years. The Nephilim were on the earth in these days, and also afterward, and the sons of God went to the daughters of humans and had children with them. They were the heroes of old, men of renown.
Yeah.
So that's describing mating between spiritual entities, sons of God, whatever that means.
Yeah.
And human women.
Yeah.
So what is that?
Yeah. So sons of God is used, for example, in Job. This is referring to a group of what we would call angelic beings.
This line about Nephilim, which Tucker brings up, is very elucidating because there's a way in which this connects to UFOs and human genetic experiments and abduction stories in which they test people's genetics and try to make human alien hybrids through some kind of hybrid reproduction and messing with genes and genome editing. And it's kind of really advanced stuff, really advanced kind of technology. And it's really prescient that the Bible touches on that, on figures that come from the sky, right? Angels, or what we today call UFOs. They could be very, very well regarded as angels back then. There's just stuff of wheels upon wheels around wheels. And it's just too bizarre. It's too bizarre. And the fact that it's in Genesis is so weird. The fact that Tucker's covering it is very interesting. The fact that he has an Orthodox priest to help him with that. It really gives us throwbacks to old Joe before he became corporatized and sanitized in many ways. Instead, started to focus on finance and corporate life, which is what the current Joe Rogan mostly focuses on. And Tucker throws back really nicely about this topic. And instead of having Graham Hancock on, he has like a proprietary source in the Bible, who's a priest, father on the Orthodox Church, and somebody who knows the Bible deeply, but also happens to know very well the history and the archaeology and the geological records of this stuff, and the way that this connects between different texts. And I think it's a very good and illuminating perspective that we weren't even able to have back in the Joe Rogan era. It's an even more informative, more intelligent version of the approach that was taken by Joe Rogan, though Graham Hancock's work is great from the archaeological point of view. So it isn't necessarily just more intelligent, it's more intelligent in a different perspective, which is the religious text analysis perspective. And this, of course, comes due to the fact that Tucker is a devout Christian and a great scholar of the Bible in his own right, by reading him constantly, every day, cover to cover. And I think that the developments from this are very interesting to see. I hope that you found my video just bringing this to you interesting. The idea of the Nephilim, huge men of old, men of renown, giants and human angel hybrids, or human UFO hybrids, maybe kinds of spiritual beings or energy beings. And nobody knows how they got infused with this intelligence and this energy. But we can only speculate about that. But it certainly makes for a more mysterious and magical world, which we can only inhabit. And hopefully that's what it delivers to us, if nothing else. Because there's not many ways in which we can apply that to our own lives other than to change the way we view things, to have more humility about them, which is the invitation of our religion. And it's ultimately the thing that will allow us to live happier, more fulfilled lives, which I hope you will. I hope that you enjoyed my video here today. I hope that you will subscribe, leave a like in the channel, and leave a comment down below. And I'll be sure to see you next time. Take it easy, peace, and have a blessed day.